A row of windmills pumps water up half a meter. Then you need another row to pump another half a meter up. And then you need another row to pump another half a meter up. And this is 5-6 meters. So yeah, then you need a lot of windmills. Here, there, to pump out this whole thing. The crazy. Maybe we will be able to visit when we cycle. Maybe we cycle to the sea, depending on whether we cycle or drive or train. And then we'll see that engine, which is quite crazy. It's still there.
What was it?
That's the engine is from 1850, and it took a bunch of years to empty it out with that thing, the steam engines. And so there was an incredible ingenuity present. This was like the top of the world, like in terms of innovation and water engineering and steam engines and like all that stuff. So it was on the one hand super poor people working with their hands, and then building these crazy super futuristic engines that would, they were enormous monsters coming in to pump out this stuff, and the people that were knowing how to operate these things, because you need 100 people to operate those things and a lot of energy. So very interesting. And in the middle of that, all of that, also right here, where are we? At this train station where some of you were, opposite the train station, there's a building. That's that was the community house. Community house of citizens, doctors, and engineers that were observing the land and the water and the weather, and that became the National Weather Institute in the Netherlands. KNMI is partly founded by that group of people that were just citizens starting to observe the land and the water, and they still use the measurements of that time for all the global warming and other weather things. So there was like science.
And what was their
citizen.
interest again in observing the
Well, the water is everybody is so dependent on the climate and the weather and the water and what it's doing that they wanted to see the patterns and figure out how to respond to them. Yeah, it was really the close proximity to the elements that needed. Well, that was the scientific, but a citizen science response to that, which I think is very interesting. And then so all these people from across the Netherlands came here. I'm now at a risk to getting on a talk.
और हम सब निकल गए हैं एम्स्टर्डम की जो भी सस्टेनेबल सॉल्यूशंस हैं उन सबको पता करने. तो यहाँ पे ये देख रहे हो आप, सारी गैंग है यहाँ पे.
Electric boat, and it goes to the city, and most of the food for the animals goes through here, and then the elephant poo comes back.
Elephant poo?
Yeah, the elephant from the zoo, aren't it?
Oh.
All the elephant poo and other things from animals comes back, and we make compost out of it here again,
Wow.
and make fertile soil. So then we make
Wow.
a nice loop where everything is
Nice.
the animals. Well, we have animals, so yeah, we'd rather not have animals in cages, but they're here, so we've got to find another solution. But in the meantime, yeah, we try to make a natural educational institute out of it and close the loops locally. So yeah, that's one of the reasons. So you need to find a business model for a thing like this, and you have to find a stream with both revenue and product. So this is a really nice connection with the city.
Nice.
And it touches a lot of people because the people can also buy the soil at the zoo to plant with the, to make vegetables at their own place, learn about these things. So it's just educational factory. Over there you see the towers, that is the sugar factory, or was the sugar factory. There's a lot of things to tell about it. Here, this water here is the ring part next to the Amsterdam Canal and to the Ei. The Ei is the big water behind the central station. And that's used to connect to the sea. So we close it off, so it's no longer connected to the sea. From that side, in any case. And then we dug a canal to the sea, to the other side, because it was connected to the sea. The sea was connected to the north of the Netherlands. If that makes any sense. Not yet. Well, that was the poetic name for it. There were a couple of lakes connected to each other, so they had different names, but yeah, it was the Zuiderzee. And what they grew there were mainly sugar beets and grains and potatoes and onions. They still do the onions and some of the sugar beets and all that stuff. I live in a houseboat, in one of these kind of boats over here.
Oh, nice.
In the city center, you will see it because it's next to the embassy of the Free Mind. And that boat used to go from here to the city center, transporting, or not only to the city center, but transporting the sugar beets up and down. And it would go through this narrow canal over there, which was the only passage. Actually, the boats had to be carried, the content of the boats had to be carried to another canal because there were two water systems that could not connect. They were not allowed to connect. Because they would connect and everything would flood. So, whatever, complicated. And the train that you drove over was one of the first tracks in the Netherlands. Maybe the first one actually. And it was built by rich people from Amsterdam that wanted to go outside in the countryside. And then later on it became the industrial track for the sugar.
So ये वो फार्म्स है जिसके अंदर हम रह रहे हैं. ये सब ग्रीन हाउस फार्म्स हैं. हमारा जो टेंट लगा है जहाँ पे हम सोते हैं वो यही है. और ये जो पीछे देख रहे हो ये बोट्स वगैरह, तो ये जो बोट्स है ना आपकी सारी, वो सारी अपना ये है क्या बोलते हैं, मतलब यहाँ और ये फार्म्स का बड़ा अनूठा कनेक्शन है. तो होता क्या है कि यहाँ से जो भी वेजिटेबल्स और फ्रूट्स हैं, ठीक है, वो इन बोट्स के थ्रू इन बोट्स में डालते हैं और सिटी तक पहुँच जाते हैं सुपरमार्केट्स में. तो ट्रांसपोर्टेशन इनका मेजर कैनाल्स और बोट्स के थ्रू ही है. अच्छा, अब इसके बाद क्या है, इसके बाद एक तो ये हो गया कि बोट से खाना पहुँचाया जाता है, पर उससे भी अच्छा पता है क्या है कि यहाँ पे जो बोट्स आप है वो क्या वहाँ पे एनिमल फार्म्स है, वो दूसरी साइड है. तो एनिमल फार्म्स और जूस वगैरह से जो भी मैन्योर वगैरह है, जो भी whatever देयर काउ डंग एंड एलिफेंट डंग, ये सारी चीज़ें होती है वो बोट से यहीं लाई जाती है और यहीं पे इन फार्म्स में उन्हें वो यूज़ कर लिया जाता है. तो यहाँ पे एक बढ़िया बिज़नेस मॉडल जो बोला था कि बन सकता है, एक अच्छा बिज़नेस मॉडल क्या बन सकता है कि जो मुझे अभी प्रोफेसर ने बताया कि आप जितना भी मैन्योर वगैरह है जो एनिमल फार्म्स काउ डंग्स वगैरह से है, उनको लाओ और उनको सॉइल में मिक्स करो और एक बहुत ज़्यादा फर्टाइल सॉइल बनाओ और फिर उस फर्टाइल सॉइल को बेचो लोगों के लिए, लोगों को गार्डनिंग के लिए. ये एक बिज़नेस मॉडल बताया था। बाकी एक और नई चीज़ पता चली कि लोग यहाँ पे हाउस बोट बना के रह भी सकते हैं, तो जिसके पास घर नहीं होता दे कैन बिल्ड अ हाउस बोट एंड दे कैन लिव हियर।
And behind these distribution centers, there is still a biodynamic farm that has been maintaining the soil for a very long time. They've been growing original ancient weeds and things like that. It's a very, very beautiful initiative. They have 2 CSAs there as well, community supported agricultures. And it was the last fertile soil in the city, and now it's been destroyed by this, at least half of it right now. And the future is uncertain. Maybe they're going to build more, maybe we can stop it, we don't know. And this also and these people are also a part of our community. They are the Vikings.
Vikings?
Actual, Vikings who live off the hunt, and yeah, it's a bit of a combination between like massive sort of a LARPy lifestyle and like actually, yeah, this is what they do.
So they actually hunt animals here?
Yeah, well, they're training right now.
Oh.
The kids are national champion, bow and arrow shooting, longbow shooting. This is what they do, Attempts mostly. I know. No, not all, right? Yeah. I mean, no, they...
Vandaag is een test. Dus over 2 weken.
Oh, 2 weken pas. Oh, jammer. Zaterdag gaan we erbij.
Ja.
Help mij wel mee.
Ja. Maar ik heb een nice vriend om weer even lekker te gaan staan.
Ja. Help me wel mee ophouden.
Wie weet helpt dat.
Echt hoor?
Het is vooral
तो यहाँ पे ना लोग आके हंटिंग की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, और ये कुछ ऐसे ग्राउंड्स हैं जो कि लोग कम्युनिटी खुद ही संभालती है, म्यूनिसिपैलिटी नहीं संभालती,
Ja, dank je.
बिकॉज सो कम्युनिटी हैज़ अ होल्ड ऑन दिस कि हमें ये ग्राउंड चाहिए। सो मोस्टली बिकॉज ऑफ द बिकॉज ऑफ द वाइकिंग ओरिजिन लोग अभी भी हंटिंग एज अ स्पोर्ट यहाँ पे देखते हैं। सो या तो ना यहाँ पे ना हंटिंग लीगल है, तो क्योंकि नीदरलैंड्स में यहाँ काफ़ी अजीब चीज़ मिलेगी कि ये लोग चाहते नहीं है कि वाइल्ड लाइफ हो, तो इसलिए हंटिंग तो लीगल है ही, साथ ही साथ हंटिंग एक स्पोर्ट भी है, और ये लोग हंटिंग के लिए लोगों को इंसेंटिवाइज भी करते हैं ताकि लोग जाके जानवरों को मारें। तो अजीब चीज़ है, बट क्योंकि इधर इतनी जगह ही नहीं है तो वाइल्ड लाइफ के लिए, तो ये लोग वाइल्ड लाइफ को बिल्कुल प्रमोट नहीं करते। अच्छा, उसके अलावा
It's not regulated, that's the issue. Because it's a new...
But it will be, I think.
you can see these sheep over there, right? So you will find a lot of cattle on the ground and also, and then
Het is allemaal één grote soort.
शायद सामने मुझे एक विंडमिल दिख रही है।
Takes the low winds, so it protects the fields behind it. You make all sorts of products, baskets and so forth from the willows. It's feed for certain animals. Yeah, so you'll see them everywhere because the landscape is so flat. You need to break it all the time.
So is this the natural length of the tree, or we have
No, the
somehow
natural form of the tree is up like there.
there? Okay.
But this is we cut them every year.
Oh, just to protect the land
Yeah.
from winds. Yeah. So यहाँ पे ये लोग क्या करते हैं कि पेड़ को ना बहुत छोटी लेंथ पे काट देते हैं. सो उससे होता क्या है कि ये जो छोटी लेंथ के पेड़ होते हैं ये सारा डच लैंड को, मतलब जो भी आपका लैंड एरिया है उसको प्रोटेक्ट करते हैं. तो जब इन ट्रीज़ को बहुत छोटी लेंथ पे काटा जाता है, मतलब बड़े होने से पहले ही छोटा काट देते हैं, तो ये इसी हाइट पे उगती है. तो ये इंडिया में तो ज़्यादा ऐसे छोटे ट्रीज़ देखने की मिलना नहीं होगी नौबत. हालांकि ये ट्रीज़ की लेंथ इतनी होती है बट उसको बढ़ने ही नहीं देते. जैसे ही इतनी बढ़ती है इसको काट देते हैं, तो ये छोटे छोटे ऐसे बन जाते हैं. तो इस हाइट पे क्या होता है, ये जो ट्रीज़ हैं ये विंड से और दूसरी चीज़ों से लैंड को प्रोटेक्ट करती है और एक नेचुरल फेंस बन जाती है. ओ वाओ, ये है हमारी पहली विंडमिल का एक्सपीरियंस. ये आवर फर्स्ट विंडमिल एक्सपीरियंस. ये विंडमिल्स चल नहीं रही है बट ब्यूटिफिकेशन पर्पस के लिए रखी है.
Like 4 or 5 rows of windmills, because at this level there's a windmill pumping the water from there to here, one step higher. Yeah, or the other way around, depending on wherever you are. That one, it doesn't. So then we go a bit further on, then you'll see another windmill doing the same, but then for another plane to get it higher, and another one. So like going to Amsterdam, you'll have these little bumps going up. If you look carefully, you can feel and see where those bumps happen. Those are the rings around the city. Yeah.
But you said they also use an steam engine.
You can follow the water yourself, you know. Like when we're cycling, see if you can see if you can still follow it where we are. And that's where the water is. It goes under the bridge. Yeah. We're following it all the way through.
सो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं कि जो भी पानी की दिशा है हम पानी को फॉलो कर रहे हैं, और पानी हमें जहाँ ले जा रहा है हम वहाँ जा रहे हैं. अच्छा, यहाँ की बाइक्स के बारे में तो बताया नहीं आपको. यहाँ की बाइक्स में ना ब्रेक्स नहीं होते. देयर इज़ नो ब्रेक ओवर हियर. दिख रहा है आपको? आपको अगर रोकना है साइकिल को तो आप पैडल को बैकवर्ड्स वाओ. I think we have reached our first water body over here. Wow. Wow, see that water body. Oh my goodness. नमस्ते. यहाँ पे ना इंडियंस बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. इंडियन पॉपुलेशन बहुत ही ज़्यादा है. Oh my god, see that. पानी ही पानी. That's nice. Everything is so green here. Wow.
An umbrella indoors. I'm taking this over. You're gonna sit with the
Yeah. Yeah, a hydration moment.
Please hydrate.
So do that.
Is it with this part?
This part? Normally you have like that.
You punch from this end, this, but you don't actually do it on this. Yeah. So this is basically the stance. The leg that is there is there.
This is Thai box.
Yeah, no normal punching. And this is how you. Main thing is protecting your head.
Yes.
So how do you protect your head? So you should always be protecting your head. You should be like. So when you're kicking, punching, your leg should be with this. Like this.
But then you
Oh yeah, so you cannot. You should not punch anything with bare hands.
Don't punch anything with bare hands.
Yeah. But it's better to use kicks rather than punch because kicks are much safer and they cover more distance. So I'm standing here. Suppose someone is attacking me, so I won't be like able to reach him here. I will be like this. So
that
We use the legs.
legs is much better.
You're kicking for the face, right?
What?
Are you kicking for? What are you aiming for? when you kick?
The stomach, probably, right?
Who said that?
You should. It's the martial arts are not for attacking anyone. It's just for defending yourself. How you can run away from the situation.
I was just confused because you kicked so high. I was like, that's someone's face, you know. But
Yeah, because no, that's not the base. Basically, kicking is before. So kicking is also not in one step. It's first this. First you have to know how to balance yourself.
yeah.
And then second is this. So I can't like just normally. So if you want to know an amateur fighter like who does not know fighting. So for example, I was in a hostel right. So there was they were like 3 people who were talking like these were from Spain, 2 of us who were friends. So we were very happy in this and one guy he started doing things like this. He started punching like this, everything in the wall and everything. So we just went out to vacate the place and we asked, can you please change our room? But I could guess that he was an amateur fighter because an actual fighter would always protect the face. So because face is the main thing. And you have to, if you want to like get out of the situation, you can kick down, center, up. यहाँ पे घर है। ये कैनाल है, ये मल्टी स्टोरीड हाउसिंग है। तो यहाँ पे ना ट्रैफिक सिग्नल्स पे भी साइकिलिंग के लिए है। तो यू सी ये देख रहे हो आप, साइकिल ट्रैफिक लाइट्स है, इस पे साइकिल बनी हुई है। ओके चलो, इट्स ग्रीन, लेट्स गो।
Safer because you have to look at the same place and you just watch one thing. They're all together. But it was pretty difficult to do. But
Yeah, you need to get
Wow, see that? That's a football. That's a court. See this building? We are reaching the urban area today. आज हम ना urban area पहुंच रहे हैं। I think थोड़े बहुत रेन ड्रॉप्स तो आ ही रहे हैं। See these buildings. These are cycling lanes. जो रेड रोड्स होती है ना, वो सिर्फ साइकिलिंग लेन्स हैं।
And let's say this was sea.
Okay.
So all of that here, there would be the ships. This was the harbour. Fishermen. This was a fishers' village. They would go out and catch the fish, and then trade it into the country. There was no Amsterdam. Amsterdam came, 300 years later. So, yeah, this was a small little place in the middle of nowhere.